Welcome to another revisit of Power Rangers Dino Thunder. For today's episode, we'll be taking a look at Leader of the Whack, which is a more comedic episode for the series. There's not much else to say about this one apart from the fact that at one point in the episode, we do a bit of like a potential romance of sorts between Dev and Cassidy, although I will admit that later in the episode we do get a bit of potential hints for Cassidy and Ethan. More importantly, this episode revolves around the fact that a strange meteorite shows up, and it affects everybody that gets near it. Thankfully, it's not a contagious sort of thing, so no one's personality gets altered if the ones that went near the meteorite spread it around. It was just the fact that since those guys were the ones that got near it, the meteorite, then they got affected. And that resulted in Connor getting much smarter, Ethan being much more athletic, and Kira being much more of an outcast. Not really much of an outcast per se, just more so by the fact that she just wants to be by herself and whatnot. And Trent was much more helpful in this case, which kind of gave Kira some hopes about the fact that he can be redeemed, while the guys are kind of like, I don't know, not quite sure. But apart from that, it was like your average sort of episode that we got. I did like the fact that the team sort of like split up a bit and went their separate ways, and when they struggled to fight, but they decided to like try and adapt to these personalities and help each other out for our second round. And it did eventually allow the team to sort of realize just how fun it was to witness these sort of like different personalities. I mean, at times it kind of gets annoying when you have to deal with stuff like body swap episodes or age swap episodes that a typical show would have, but giving your characters entirely different personalities is like something that I kind of get more interested in, because these actors aren't meant to break the rules of how they're supposed to portray a character. So it's kind of amusing to see them act differently than what we used to when it comes to, say, having them break the rules somewhat, especially if they're going to be a little more creative with their mannerisms and all that sort of jazz. But that being said, I do believe that the episode itself might come off as more fillery at first. However, apart from aforementioned scene regarding the fact that Trent was more willing to help them out, but yeah, more importantly, after destroying the meteor, they not only return back to normal selves, but they also use bits of it to help free Tommy from the amber that he was fused to. Unfortunately, he can't demorph, which is going to be a lot of trouble for our Rangers moving forward. So we'll see how that turns out for the next few episodes. But until then, see you next time.